All right, guys, so now the gas tank out, I'm going to take a 2-pound hammer and a little tapping piece here, and I'm going to undo this unit. So this here is the gas tank sending unit. This is how the gas gets inside the fuel pump. So basically what happens is the pump sucks the gas from the engine all the way from this hose. Now inside here there is a floating unit that tells me how much gas is in the tank. That's it. And it also has a little silver sock over it, or a net sock. And that sock is to prevent any like dirt or debris from getting in. Now chances are this tank has been in the truck since '66, so we're going to say at least 40 years. Chances are it's probably a little rusty, which is why I'm going to take it out and I want to inspect. Now how you take it off is there's a little ring here, which I'll zoom in very quickly, and I'll show you how we're going to undo this. All right, here's a super close-up of this. So this long wire here, that wire, that is my ground for the power that goes to this. So there's a little wire that's in the car now that this wire goes to the dashboard and tells me if my gas tank is full or not, and then this one is the ground. So you have a positive and a negative, and this is the ground wire. That's the negative part. And then in here, these little grooves that you see, this is what we have to undo. We're going to tap that off. So that's what my little chisel and hammer's for right here to do the job. I don't want to hit it too hard because I don't want it to break, but I am going to clean it off a little bit. I'm going to take a little brush, I'm going to clean it up, and then you'll see. All right, so as a rule of thumb for myself, I don't use metal brushes when I'm around gas for the fact that I just don't want to spark. People may say that's kind of silly. I like to err on the side of caution. I just have a regular plastic brush here. I'm just going to brush away all this junk that you see here. You can see all the dust kicking up. It's been there for a while. All right. I'll break up all the debris. The more of this debris you break up, the easier it'll be to take it off. All right, let's get this out of the way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So I'm going to go counterclockwise. Give a little tap. A little stiff. Not surprised. Actually, this looks like a tab here to prevent it from sliding. All right, so I have two tools. This tool here is meant for taking brakes, helping to tighten the brake caliper, but I like the little lip that it here, so the little curve. I might try to pry it with that. And then I have just a smaller version of a chisel. Oh, it's starting to move. Awesome. There we go. It's definitely out of the groove. Now all that dirt, I'm going to strip all that away because I don't want any of that going into the gas. Let's clean that out. All right, let's tap a little bit more. There we go. So again, let's brush a little bit. Get that dirt away. All right, here comes the moment of the hour. See some rust, some buildup on it. And this is the float. Oh, there's no sock on it. How about that? Oh, I didn't even do the sock. All right, well, if you've never seen it before, this is a fuel tank sending unit, and this is what floats inside. If it floats high, you have lots of gas. If it's down, it goes on E. That's all that is. And there's the siphon. It siphons through, and that's it. Now, I'm going to move this off to the side. And, I don't know if you can see this, let me take the camera off. See all that dirt? We don't want any of that getting inside the gas tank. So we'll try to get a suction and get that all off. All right, you can see that it is pretty much all clear of debris. Now the goal is to get the gas in there out. All right, guys, so got a gas tank, little gas filler here. I'm going to siphon some of the gas out that I have in here and put it in this container. I have other containers as well that I'm going to fill it up with, but just wanted to give a special product shout out to Siphon Pro XL. These guys have got this awesome little siphon device where if this tank was sitting higher up and I had this below it, I could take this hose and just push it in a couple times and it'll automatically fill, and it starts like a suction where it just drains the tank. I saw the video and I thought, oh, this might be a fun toy for my kids when they're showering, and then I realized, you know what? No, I think it'd be better to do what the product is for gas related. They also come with this nifty little hand pump, so you just put the hand pump like so on the end. All right, you know what? Instead of trying it this way, do it the old-fashioned way. I'll put it up on my table. I'm going to drain it from there. I'll show you what I mean. All right, guys, it turns out there's a little leak in the tank. It started spilling on the floor, so we're going to move pretty quickly. A little catch pan here. Again, so I'll put the hose inside there, put the other hose over here, and the way you can stop it is one of two ways. There's a little clip that you can put on it. Just slow it down. Clip is already on it. You pinch this, and it locks it down. You expand it to open it up, and because the gas, the fuel or fluid is higher than what it's going into, it'll pour in fairly quickly. So I'm just gonna push it up, and you can see it's already going into the hose. And look at that. All right. I'm gonna have to do this. Let's take this out of the way. This way. All right. There we go. Now you hear that vibrating sound? That's the fuel going in. If I want it to stop, as long as I bring it above, it stops. I lower it, it'll start up again. You may need a little bit of suction again, but it's always good to know how to turn the thing off because it'll just keep going. That's the crazy part about it. So I'm going to bring it a little bit closer so you guys can hear it, and we're going to finish this up. Let me hear. Oh no, there's still plenty of gas in there. All right, so chances are we're going to have to tilt it a little forward, but this is where it's leaking from. I can see it coming out. So I'm going to get a block of wood. All right, 2 blocks of wood. Oh yeah, see it's coming out from the side here, which I'm so happy I'm doing the tank now because I would have hated to put this back in and find out about that fracture. So okay, we're gonna go back to what we had before. Take this hose, bring it inside, and we get this out of the way. And bring this a little bit closer. Awesome. And do one more thing. There's also this nifty little spring that will help keep the hose in place. So basically, when I pulled up, this hose came out. This could have been squirting gas all over the floor. If I just feed this through, you know, a little bit more. So like a plastic spring. There we go. There we go. And this hooks on the side. It acts like a little secondary. Water's back here. We'll try again. All right, guys. Most of the gas has been drained out. Got it in 2 containers. And what I'm going to do is, with a little bit of gas that's still left in the tank, do a little trick, which is I'm going to pour the remaining gas into this pan here, and then pour that into one of the containers. All right, guys. So now I cleaned out my catch pan. Because you don't want any debris in here at all, because any debris that's in this will eventually get into your engine. So you want this to be as clean as possible. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this from the back. I'm going to pour this right in here. Take this off because that'll fall into it. And we should be good. Not a drop of gas is coming out. There it is. But, shit. See, I had dust all in the front of that, and I got all inside it. All right. Let me take 2. Everything's been clean. I swept it down, swept off this thing so there's nothing on it. Just make sure. Alright, now let's try this again, huh? Slide this bad boy over, tip them in, nowhere to lift, and here comes all the gas. Just a little bit. I see some dirt did get in it still. Chalk that up to very minimal, which means when I pour this gas, I'll use a little filter to get that gas out of there. But now at this point, pretty straightforward. I just take this, left that. Nope, too small. Got a funnel. Right. Funnel, push it in like so, and how about that? Well, that was an easy win. So you'll notice most of the heavy stuff stayed inside the pan. Almost none of it went inside, which is great. I'll still use a filter, but it's good to know that not all the junk went inside the in the little tank.